Welcome back to another edition of Talk Nerdy to Me. I am your host, Troy Stegner. I have a comic book review here for you, but before we get into that, I'm going to ask you a favor, man. Please subscribe. It really does help. It helps us a lot. It allows us to do videos like this, reviews, unboxings, what have you, for free. You watch it for free. It doesn't cost you anything, man. Subscribing doesn't cost anything either. Just pow, click, and you're done. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the comic book review. We got a looky comic bookie. You guys might remember I actually reviewed Calico issue number 1 from Sigma Comics, Mr. H.H. German. And actually his interview's on here somewhere too on this YouTube channel. Just look around. Just, you can check it out. The title is called Here Comes Calico. You don't think, when you think Calico Cat, you don't really get a lot of fear inspired in your heart. But man, if you run up against this dude who plays Calico, you will be, if you've ever treated animals wrong, you will be sorry. The first issue, they track down, and he's got the high-tech suit, and he's got all these other friends helping him, all the animal, I guess they're animal rights activists. Anyway, they have some money and tech behind them, and he took care of this family who was doing a lot of sport hunting, just killing animals just for the sake of killing them. And if you read that or you saw my review, you see he brutally took care of them in their mansion. This one, a little less killing. There's still some action in it. Basically, it shows him training, downloading files on some of these other animal, I don't know what you want to call them, but people who mistreat animals, abusers. And they show it. It's not for the weak of heart. They focus on, they're looking at a slaughterhouse who, I guess, takes the animals out inhumanely just for their joy. They just get off on killing. So he's getting that file taken care of. They're trying to locate all the people, and they're going to send him out. But the main one that they've tracked down, which they even showed him in the first one, is some dude clubbing baby seals, getting off on it. He really likes killing animals, I guess. They find out he's coming to New York City, which is where Calico is based out of. They find out where he's going, and he tracks him down to a specific bar. He notices that the dude's wearing a Boston hat, and Boston is playing the Yankees that night. So he goes and goes to try to pick him up, because he's pretty sure he's been going to that bar, so he's pretty sure he's going to go there to watch the game. Dude wins, the seal clubber wins some money, and the locals follow him out and try to jack him for all that money he won. It comes out Calico, he kind of stops him. There's a lot of stuff hidden in the backgrounds if you pay close attention, because you got the one girl here, the lady of the night, streetwalker. She's trying to drum up some business as he's walking into the bar, and on the way out of the bar, if you look, that's the same lady, same clothes, the red hair, and she's getting ready to go into her walk-up apartment with a dude anxiously waiting behind her. So she must have picked up a John. I thought that was funny in the background. He saves a cat who was mistreated and thrown in the trash, taped up where it couldn't move. So he's helping that, and takes him to the vet. I guess the dude must be hot. He does work out a lot. He's pretty buff. So the female vet is hitting on him a little bit. Then shows him walking to his neighborhood, and he pays one of the local neighbor ladies $50 a month, because she's always sitting at her window anyway, to let him know if anything bad's going on in the neighborhood. Well, and to let him know, she puts an elephant statue in the window so he knows to come up and see her. He goes and see her, and she's like, yeah, the bald landlord across the street's been mistreating his dog. He kicks it a lot, but this last time he's kicked it so much it's still limping, a day later. So he tells her he'll take care of it and, thanks her for letting him know. Then it flashes back to where, I told you dude from Boston wants some money and he's going to get jacked, and Calico comes in, steps in, saves him from getting beat up by those guys.
Here's what I found.
Saves him from getting beat up from those guys, and but he saved him from those guys beating him up. Next thing it shows is, I'm not quite sure with this. He's driving across town. He goes to some construction site, and oh my goodness, he's getting busy right there. I'm not sure how that plays in, but I guess that's the where he gets all his information from. More than information, it looks like he's getting a little close with her. So the Central Park West, these rich people who employed that seal clubber, it was supposed to be his birthday, so he sends a box saying happy birthday, and it has little seals on the birthday card. And I'm like, oh, how ironic, that's so cute. And they go to open the box, and Calico may have saved him from those dudes, but he took care of himself. If you look, it's the decapitated head of that dude. But if you look embedded in his noggin, it looks like one of those seal clubs that they beat the seals with. So he beat him with the seal club. Fitting, right? I like that part. And then it shows the lady who told him about the landlord kicking the dog. Next, you see she's looking out the window. You see the landlord in a wheelchair, and it says, "Oh my, his leg." And if you look close, that landlord, he's missing a leg. He's in a wheelchair because he got one leg now. So Calico must have met up with him and exacted some vengeance and took off his leg. There you go. And that's where this issue ends. Like I said, not as brutal, as much action as the first one, but he does take out another animal abuser. Actually, he takes care of two of them. He completely takes out the seal clubber, and the landlord guy, I guess, since he didn't actually kill the dog, he just maims him. That's fair, right? All in all, good second issue. I've been waiting for this one. I really want to see him come up again. He's right so far in the first two issues. He's really only gone up against, I want to call them street level thugs, street level animal abusers. I'd like to see him work his way up the chain to. He keeps searching for this one person called Dr. Klaw. Cliche name, but yeah, it works. I can't wait for him. I think they're building up to the some kind of confrontation between those two. Can't wait to see it, man. If you're, it's an independent comic, like I said, Sigma Comics. If your comic store doesn't carry it, and it even has the explicit content on the back. If they don't carry it, ask them to. All you have to do is call Sigma Comics, email them, tell them you want some of these in your store. If you're an animal lover, it's funny because whenever you watch, when I watch movies, they could kill 100 dudes, doesn't bother me. But you mistreat one animal, like John Wick when they killed his dog, I completely lost. I hated Alfie Allen for a long time after that. Even though I knew he was acting, it still bothered me. So if that's your thing, you're going to really like Calico. I suggest putting it on your subscription list, asking your store to bring it in. If you like that review and you'd like to see more like it, subscribe, man. It helps with the metrics so much. And while you're at it, hit the bell icon, and you'll be notified whenever we put up new videos. And until we put up that new video, later, nerds.
Get nerdy with me. Tell me what game that you get on. Is it card or read? What kind of class do you play, girl? In an RPG?